earthbound meteorites, attacks from killer bees, viruses, spaceships, killer bee viruses on spaceships. The next science fiction blockbuster could be percolating in downtown Ottawa this weekend. People are gathering at a hotel for the Conference on Canadian Content in Speculative Arts and Literature, also known as CanCon. Participants attend seminars on science, panels on how to pitch novel ideas, and they get to let their hair down after hours with a little music. In fact, they have their own style of music, filk music. It combines folk and science fiction, and it's been around since the 1950s. CBC freelancer Una Woods dropped into the convention last night to find out a bit more about the art of filking.
Sue Jeffers. I'm part of the Stone Dragons with my husband Tom. We've been filking together for about 6 or 7 years, and we started off very slowly and came on pretty well.
I'm Alan Pollard. I came to be here because I fell into a trap. Most of the music comes out of folk history, which is why it's called filk. It was a typo back in the 50s that no one ever corrected, and it stuck.
Jane Garson. Anybody who's a fan of fantasy or science fiction will find something at a convention like this that they enjoy. But probably the most common occupational group is people in technology. A lot of IT people are attracted to things that involve science. And we're here in Ottawa partly because there hasn't been a lot of filking done. We're hoping that a bunch of people show up and say, wow, this is something I'd like to do, and we can say, yay, here's how you can start doing filk circles in your community, and here's some other events where you'll find everything.
But I write a lot of different things, and I write what I call too is crossover filk, which can be mundanes can get it, and filkers can get it, kind of thing. A mundane is someone who is not being part of the science fiction fantasy community, and doesn't really understand what it is.
Many people who are mundanes, with quotation marks around it, are people who really enjoy science fiction and fantasy, maybe haven't ever heard of filk. So we do not use the word mundane it to mean anything nasty. It's somebody who hasn't joined us yet.
I'm Derek Finchman. I'm the programming head for CanCon, which is Ottawa's literary science fiction, fantasy, and horror convention that's happening this weekend at the Minto Suites. And in addition to music, we've got a lot of panels for aspiring writers, for fans of science fiction, fantasy, and horror. We've got editors here who are going to be giving advice to aspiring writers. And we've got people talking about fantasy and fandom, and there's all sorts of stuff going on.
I think one of the things I feel strongly about with filk is that it's a community. People all care about each other very deeply.
CanCon 2013 Convention on Speculative Arts and Literature continues today and tomorrow at the Minto Suites in downtown Ottawa. And for more on the conference and the art of filking, visit the website can-con.org.